good portion of time. And he's currently on another voyage through the CC manual, which this would be his 27th trek.
Jeez.
I guess he, like me wanting to be Toastmaster next month, wants to get it right and get it done correctly. So good on you for that. Tonight, Alan is doing project number 7 from the CC manual, which is research your topic. And tonight he will be giving us a speech entitled Lessons of Leadership from the Silverscreen. Now, Alan is a man with a passion for classic movies. He believes movies can do more than just entertain us. Many movies contain some life lessons that we can witness, learn from, and put into practical use in our lives. He'd like to share with us tonight lessons that he has learned from 3 of both his and his wife Linda's favorite movies from their enormous, over 700 movie collection. The scope of his speech will be 10 to 15 minutes, and again, his speech title is Lessons of Leadership from the Silverscreen. Lessons of Leadership from the Silverscreen, Alan Mann.
It was many years ago, and my boss at the time said, Alan, I'm sending you to this seminar called 12 O'Clock High. And I thought, oh, I heard about this. Upper management has gone to this. This would be an easy day. I've seen the movie dozens of times. All I have to do is sit back and relax. After spending the day through the seminar and listening to the presenter dissect this movie, I never saw movies the same way and realized that movies more to entertain us, they provide lessons from the silver screen. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. Tonight, I'm going to share 3 lessons that are very well illustrated from 3 different movies. And these are lessons that we can apply in our work life and in our daily life. The first lesson is many times great leaders, or even not so great leaders, are leaders who do not seek leadership. And the movie I chose, I think, really illustrates this concept very well, is the movie The 10 Commandments. Charlton Heston, Paramount, 1956. Now, many of you always think of that classic scene of Moses parting the Red Sea. But there's many other scenes that provide great lessons. And the one that best illustrates this particular lesson is that scene where he climbs the mountain. You hear some rumblings at the top. And he sees the burning bush. From the burning bush, he is given the task of freeing the Hebrew slaves. Who am I, Lord, to do this task? No one but a less than humble individual like Charlton Heston could aptly play somebody who's very humble, a humble person. I'm not worthy of this. And there have been situations in my life where I've been asked for leadership situations, tasks, that I didn't feel worthy, but I rose to the occasion. And history has plenty of examples of leaders who were humble, they didn't seek the leadership role, but they rose to the occasion. King George VI, Queen Elizabeth's father, one of the greatest of kings in the last couple centuries, led England during World War II along with Winston Churchill. The duty of becoming king fell upon him because his brother abdicated for the throne because he wanted to be with the woman he loved. King George, or Prince of Wales, was not prepared at all to become king, but all of a sudden this was thrust upon him. But one of the greatest examples in recent history is Harry S. Truman. If you read David McCullough's book, Truman, you can see that he had no ambition to become president. He was the compromise candidate for vice president, and he was definitely kept in the dark about many things, including Roosevelt's health. And there's a quote from that book that illustrates his unwillingness, not unwillingness, but apprehension about being president. I'm going to read this. Several hours after learning of Roosevelt's death, a stunned Truman was given the oath of office in the White House by Chief Justice Harlan Stone. The new president later told reporters, I don't know what you fellows have ever, I don't know if you fellows ever had a load of hay fall on you, but when they told me what had happened yesterday, I felt like the moon, the stars, and all the planets had fallen on me. The reason I quote Truman is in a select group of 45 presidents who are revered by both parties, Democrats and Republicans. Someone who rose to the occasion but didn't seek leadership. The second lesson about leadership, and this comes from that seminar that I attended, is that one of the key duties of a leader is to cultivate new leaders. The movie, played by Gregory Peck, 1949 Fox, he plays a general who is sent to fix a bombing squadron that has a lot of problems, including lack of leadership. The problem is, once he has fixed some of the problems, he is unwilling or having trouble giving up that leadership position. Now, Wayne is in a key leadership position. You are the Division J Governor, Director. Do you want to be Division J Governor next year, in the following year? Or do you think it's more important to Division J to cultivate new leaders, not only as for a new division director, but also new area directors who will eventually become division directors, and maybe even both. Wayne may want to become the district director. He may want to retire. But it's important that he cultivate new leaders. The consequences, which are so eloquently shown of not cultivating a new leader, are spelled out in the movie. So it is, leaders must cultivate new leaders. It's key to leadership. Finally, I want to share another important leadership lesson. It takes all kinds of leaders with all kinds of leadership skills to accomplish any goal, whether it be a company or Toastmasters or anything in life. And the movie I'm drawing this from is the movie Patton. And the interesting thing about the movie Patton, 1970, another Fox movie, is that it is considered one of the most accurate of war biographies. If you Google how accurate the movie Patton is, it'll take you to like history.com or some other websites. I don't use Wikipedia because do things on Wikipedia, but a lot of the websites will say, well, they condensed a few things, but overall is very accurate. The movie is based on 2 books. One, A Soldier Story by Omar Bradley, who served with Patton, and another movie, Patton, or The Ordeal of Patton by Ladius Fargo. And the interesting thing when you watch this movie is you see all kinds and all types, styles of leadership. You see the bold leadership, obviously, of the Patton character and Bernard Montgomery. You see the leadership style of Omar Bradley, who he leads by relating to the troops. Omar Bradley was called the soldier's general. He would very rarely be seen with all his ribbons and stars. Every time he was out there in a combat situation, you couldn't tell whether he was a general or just a regular private. It's true fact. And then you have the leader who is focusing on the bigger character. Now, that type of leadership is best shown by the Wendell Smith character, General Wendell Smith. And he is General Eisenhower's adjutant. Now, Eisenhower was in charge of the whole European theater. And he explains to General Patton, to Montgomery and Bradley and all the other generals that the big picture is that there's a lot of other things going on. General Eisenhower, Ike, has to deal with not only the war, the battles, but also the alliances and putting together Operation Overlord. So you have a leader up at the top who is looking at the big picture, and that's successful organizations have someone looking at the big picture. Successful organizations have people who make bold moves like Patton and Montgomery. And it has leaders who individuals at the lower levels can identify with. Now, I just picked 3 movies. They're, as I said, we are blessed by the fact that there are a number of movies out there that not only entertain us, but also provide lessons from the silver screen. And this is a gift to all of us.